Hey there, movie fans. Welcome to the Blues of April 2022. I have some very nice things to show you from some very nice boutique labels. But first, I have received 2 parcels from my good friend Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan. And one of them took over 3 months to get here. Dutch customs held on to it for so long. I don't know why, but I finally got it. And here is the letter that came with it. Hi Donnie, Happy New Year, my friend. Yeah, Carlos sent it out in December, so there you go. I hope this package gets to your place without any delays. Yeah, I wish that was the case. Due to the lockdown in the Netherlands. Well, there's no lockdown anymore. No lockdown, no COVID restrictions, nothing. We are completely open, completely free, and we're pretty much back to normal, and hopefully it stays that way. 3 great releases you've requested, and I hope you do them justice and show them in great detail in your next upcoming monthly update. Enjoy the movies. Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan. Speak soon. Well, Carlos, thank you very, very much again for your help getting these things. And they are El Grande Silencio, The Great Silence. Sergio Corbucci's stone cold masterpiece. I already have the American Blu-ray release from Film Movement, I believe the company is called. But this is a superior edition from Eureka. And let's take a quick look at the contents. There's the very nice artwork there. There's the other artwork. The American Blu-ray has this one on the front cover. And of course you got the booklet here. Jean-Louis Triginet and Vonetta McGee, you might know her from some blaxploitation films like Detroit 9000. Yeah, very nice. And of course you also got the poster there and some lobby cards, cannot call it that. Some cardboard lobby cards. Klaus Kinski right there. Oh, where's the other one? Wasn't there 4? Hang on. Oh, the other one was still inside the slipcase here. There it is, right there. Yeah, very nice. So thank you very much, Carlos, for finally getting me this edition. I've been waiting for that for 3 months really. Here is the 4K Steelbook of No Time to Die. Daniel Craig's swan song as 007. I think this is a good Bond film. I really do. I mean, it's not one of the best, and I understand why some people don't like it. It definitely has some problems. One of them is the main villain. This dude over there. In the beginning he's an intriguing character, but in the end he's just another generic Bond baddie. And besides, the actor who plays him, Rami Malek, I find him very overrated. I'd rather see Christoph Waltz, Blofeld, escaping from prison and giving Rami Malek a Will Smith bitch slap and taking over the throne. You know what I mean? I'd rather see that. That would have been absolutely brilliant. And the ending, I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay to end the Daniel Craig era that way. Why not go out with a bang, But some people were wondering what they're going to do next. I think they're going to reboot the franchise just like they did with Casino Royale. Of course, the big question is who's going to be the next James Bond. I don't know. I think Henry Cavill would make a great Bond. But on the other hand, I think Idris Elba would also make a great Bond. But they're probably going to choose a younger, unknown actor. But we'll see. Anyway. Oh, by the way. If I had to rank the Daniel Craig Bond films, then number 1 is Casino Royale, number 2 Skyfall, number 3 Spectre, number 4 is No Time to Die, and number 5 Quantum of Solace. So there you go. And I also got the 4K Blu-ray box set of Citizen Kane, Orson Welles' timeless classic. You know, Carlos did say in the letter that he hoped I showed them in great detail. Call me lazy, but I'm not going to do that with this one. Instead, I will put a link in the description below of the unboxing video that Steven, aka Real Classic Film Reviews, has done with this box set. So if you want to see the whole shebang, check out that video. And the other package I got from Carlos contains this beautiful 4K box set of the Godfather Trilogy. And here is the letter that came with it. Hi Donnie, an offer us movie fans and collectors just couldn't refuse. Hoping this collector set gets to you in good shape and damage free. Well, I definitely got it in great condition. Thank you very much for that, Carlos. I have filled it up with more bubble wrap for the journey to the Netherlands. Finally on 4K, I hope you enjoy your set of one of the greatest movie trilogies of all time. I still prefer the first one over the second movie. Take care, Carlos. Speak soon. Yeah, well, of course that is debatable, you know. Which one is the best one? I personally would say that 1 and 2 are equally good, you know. If you ask me which one is better, I just don't know. I think they're both good. I cannot choose between the two of them. Of course, part 3 is the lesser one. It's a good film, but comparing to the first two is a bit of a letdown. But the first two, in my opinion, are, you know, I just cannot choose. I think they're both as good. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, this is a wonderful set, and the 4K transfer looks great. And again, call me lazy, but if you want to check out the contents, I will refer you to an unboxing video that Carlos himself has done recently. You'll find a link to that video below. But anyway, Carlos, thank you very, very much for helping me out in getting this wonderful box set and the other stuff as well. And if you haven't subscribed to his channel, please do so. You know, he deserves a lot more subscribers and views on his videos. The man is a legend. You know, definitely a legend within our movie collecting community on YouTube. So go ahead and subscribe to him. Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan. Thanks again, my man. Next is a stack of Elvis movies on DVD. I got this mainly for these two. And if I had to buy these separately, it would have cost me more than this entire set, believe it or not. And I got this set for 10 euros. 10 euros for 6 movies. That's not a bad deal. Anyway, here is Jailhouse Rock, which is a classic. I haven't seen this movie since I was in high school, really. So That was a very long time ago. And this is Charo, a decent western that was originally meant for Clint Eastwood. It's definitely not as good as Flaming Star, but it's decent, you know. I had to chuckle a couple of times because there are some unintentionally funny moments in it. For example, and this is going to be a little spoiler, the bad guys has stolen a cannon from the Mexican army, and they use the cannon to attack a town. Only the townspeople, they're not running away. You know, they stay and they are unusually calm while their town is under attack. You know, but apparently the original screenplay was a lot different, and that was the reason why Elvis wanted to do the movie. But after he signed the contract, they just completely changed it into what it is now for whatever reason, much to Elvis's disappointment, understandably. Now, this movie was directed by a guy named Charles Marquess Warren, who he was also involved with Western series like Gunsmoke and Rawhide. And I'm pretty sure that Quentin Tarantino named Samuel L. Jackson's character after him in The Hateful Eight, you know, Major Warren Marquess. But anyway, let's take a look at the other DVDs, which are still sealed. I heard not so good things about some of them, but I will check them out eventually. Stay Away Joe, Kissin' Cousins, Girl Happy, and Live a Little, Love a Little. Yep. You know, this year marks the 45th anniversary of his death. He died on August 16, 1977. So this is like the year of the King. And there's also going to be a movie coming out by Baz Luhrmann, which I'm really looking forward to. I've seen the trailer many times, and it looks very, very promising. Although I'm not really sure about Tom Hanks as Colonel Parker. He looks more like a caricature than a character, if you know what I mean. And from the king of rock and roll to the king of the Netherlands, every year we have this tradition called King's Day, where we celebrate our king's birthday, and there's all these festivities going on, and flea markets, and you know, other stuff. I've mentioned it before a couple of times, and we haven't had a proper good old-fashioned King's Day for the past 2 years because of the pandemic, of course. Anyway, I found these two at the flea market for very cheap. The Bear by Jean-Jacques Annaud. You know, he made some great films like The Name of the Rose and Enemy at the Gates, but this is really my favorite of his. It is such a beautiful film. And this is a very unusual Blu-ray case because it opens like this. How about that? Yep. And this is the Steelbook of Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets. You know, it's in decent condition. You know, it has some scratches. You can see that there and here. But, you know, it was just a couple of euros, so I can't complain. At least there aren't any scratches on the disc. And the movie is very enjoyable. You know, it's just silly fun. I picked up The Hunter, Steve McQueen's final movie, put out by Via Vision, you know, part of their imprint label. It's not one of his best, but it's very enjoyable, and it has a great chase sequence, and there's a lot of humor as well. I like it that McQueen kind of makes a mockery of himself. I mean, in real life, he was a terrific driver, and it was his idea to make his character a terrible driver, and I thought that was very funny. Here's a picture of him there on the inside. Yeah, he was already suffering from lung cancer while he was shooting this movie that was caused by asbestos exposure, and he had trouble breathing. You know, he tried to catch his breath between takes, but in spite of it, he kept going and even did some of his own stunts. But it's a damn shame that he left us at such an early age. He was only 50 years old. He died about 3 months after The Hunter was released. But yeah, anyway, from Steve McQueen's swan song to Sam Peckinpah's swan song, The Theosterman Weekend. This is not a great film. It's actually kind of a mess, but the premise is very interesting and even relevant today. It's just not well executed, and I don't like saying that because I fucking love Peckinpah, but I gotta be honest, it is my least favorite film of his, along with The Killer Elite, but it has an amazing cast and the movie is worth it for that alone. Anyway, let's take a closer look at this edition. Here's the J card, and here is the theatrical cut with the familiar artwork there that was also on the VSS covers. And the director's cut. Yeah, like I said, it's an amazing cast. Rutger Hauer, John Hurt, Burt Lancaster, Greg T. Nelson, Dennis Hopper. Also with Megan Foster. Yeah. She also worked with Howard on Blind Fury. The woman with that very beautiful eyes. But yeah, Peckinpah was in ill health when he made this movie due to his heavy use of drugs and alcohol over the years. He had one foot in the grave, at the time. But yes, very, very nice release, nonetheless. The Theosterman Weekend. And this is a very nice release as well from Indicator / Powerhouse Films. Mad Dog Morgan, limited to 4,000 copies, and it's already sold out. But this is a solid exploitation classic with the great Dennis Hopper in the title role. And Dennis Hopper was insane at the time. He was banned from Hollywood, had a serious drug and drinking problem. He was so coked out of his mind and drinking so much booze that people actually thought he was not going to make it, And there's a wonderful interview on here with director Philippe Mora, where he talks about it and how he came up with a plan to finish the movie if Hopper may indeed die before shooting was completed. But in spite of his addictions and his demons and his behavior on set, he delivered. He gave a great performance. However, his accent is somewhat dubious. I mean, his accent is a combination between American English and what sounds like Irish. But that's the only critique that I have of his performance. But yep. It also has a poster, and here is the booklet. A nice shot of Hopper there with the 2 pistols. This is Jack Thompson, a well-known Australian actor. And this is David Gopilil. He recently passed away. He was also in Crocodile Dundee and Walkabout, and he's also in a movie that I'm going to show after this one. There's some nice behind-the-scenes pictures there. This is me, or does he look a little like Charles Manson here? Jeremy Thomas, I believe he's the producer. Yeah, he is the producer of Mad Dog Morgan. Based on his true story. You know, Mad Dog Morgan was kind of like an Australian legend, like Ned Kelly. But yeah, very nice release, very nice release. And speaking of Outback Westerns, I also got the 4K set of The Proposition. Now, this film is brilliant on every level. You know, acting, directing, cinematography, the screenplay by Nick Cave, the soundtrack by Nick Cave and Warren Ellis. Everything is just top notch. And the 4K transfer is top notch as well. It looks really, really good. I already have you know, the previous Blu-ray release from the US, and I'm going to keep that one because it has deleted scenes, which strangely enough is not on here. No, there's no deleted scenes on here. No. Anyway, it also has a booklet, a poster. Excuse me. This is the booklet with Ray Winston on the front cover there. Guy Pearce and Jack. Is it Jack? Is it Jack Houston? Hang on. Denny Houston. No, Jack is the other guy. John Huston's son. John Hurt, he was absolutely great in this film. He also has the best dialogue in the film, if you ask me. Yeah, this is such a great film. Absolutely a great film. There's Emily Watson. Very brutal as well, you know. You gotta have a strong stomach for it. And here's David Gopilil, you know, he was also in Mad Dog Morgan. Like I said before. Yeah. A great release of a great film. The Proposition. And last but not least, I got two great releases from Arrow Video. This is the first one, Rogue Cops and Racketeers, two crime thrillers by Enzo G. Castellari, with the big racket and the heroin busters. Yeah, you might not believe this, but I've never seen any of these movies. I always wanted to though, but never actually seen them. So that will change very soon. As you can see, I've changed the cover, used the original cover there with the original Italian title, Il Grande Racket. Fabio Testi also has these lobby cards inside. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. And this is the Heroin Busters, also with Fabio Testi and David Hemmings, British actor. You might know him from Deep Red and Blow Up and Gladiator. He was also in Gladiator. La Via della Droga, that's the original Italian title. And this one also has some lobby cards inside. Yeah, very nice, very nice. And of course you got the booklet here. I really hope that Arrow is going to do more of these kind of box sets, with Italian exploitation films. That would be absolutely great if they did that. But yeah, this is really good, really good. Really happy with this set. And here's the J card, by the way, for those who's interested in it. And the next one is the Notorious Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. I still need to check out the 4K transfer, so I cannot tell you much about it, but I'm sure it's fine. Again, some picture cards here. Michael Rooker. He's absolutely brilliant as Henry. It's definitely one of the most brutal films ever made, There's a poster, and here is two booklets. One is the with the original storyboards, which I like very much. It's almost like a little underground comic book in a way. Yep, and of course you got the booklet with essays and pictures and all that, and some very gruesome photos there. Yeah. Very nice. Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Anyway, that is it for my April update. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.